What's up? It's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show. If it's your first time tuning into the show, I just use this show, man, to tell stories of how I grew up, different situations, different people, and different experiences, how they affect me and make me to the person I am today. So, please watch the show. Please like the show. Please comment. Please subscribe. Please share. If you don't like what I'm doing, man, keep it moving, do your own thing. Hey, it is what it is, right? So on this particular episode, we're going to talk about a microwave, right? So before we had all these microwaves and things like that, we used to put stuff in the oven. Like a honey bun, we put a honey bun in the oven and let it warm up, and that was fire. Back in the day, those honey buns with that white glaze on it, you put that in the oven. But my cousin, they stepped it up, right? And like I was saying, my grandmother, she stayed across the street from one family. It was another family there, right? They owned the cleaners. So my cousin would go over there and he would spend time with the woman of the house. And so she would go over there, he would be with her or whatever, and not be with her, but clean up and stuff like that. And they would just be talking, and she would try to just talk to him and stuff like that, see where his mind and stuff was at, see how he was doing and stuff like that, checking on him. Because he was smaller than us, he was the baby at the time. And so she would go over there and then I would go over there to go get him because my grandmother it's time for him to come back. And she stepped it up. She got a honey bun right in the oven, but she stepped it up a notch. She put a piece of cheese on it. This right here revolutionized the way you can make honey buns, man. Now it's considered a pastry. It's a piece of fine art. It's a piece of work. I've never seen anything like that before in my life because I was just used to people putting a piece of cheese, a piece of bread, sprinkling it with some sugar, making a cheese toast. Y'all, man, I know about that cheese toast. That cheese toast went hard. And at the same time, we also get a piece of toast, right? And put 5 little pieces of butter on it, piece of bread, 5 little pieces of butter, put up in there, and now we got toast. Toast hard as a rock, except for them 5 little pieces of butter, right? So that's what we was doing. We was using the stove for pretty much everything. The stove, it took longer. Food tastes a lot better, but the time frame in which it was because we was hungry, we was kids, we was always running around playing, burning our energy, so that's what we did. So the stove was the center point. Oh no, my mom, one day she had her money and she went and got a microwave. You see microwaves on TV, it's a microwave, man. I wish we had one, make things go faster, right? She bought a microwave. It revolutionized our cooking. We did not know how to use a microwave because we read the instructions, right? Okay, we read the instructions, but with that being said, we started experimenting. Putting hot dogs in the microwave. Turning it on, because at this time, it just had the numbers and the time. It didn't have none of those hot dog icons, pieces, nothing like that. So we would turn it on, man, put a hot dog up in there. The hot dog get real big, oh yeah, if you make the hot dog bigger. But then it'll shrink, man, and shrivel up. Yep, we messed it up. We didn't throw it away. We didn't throw the hot dog away. We got it, put it in some bread, man, put some mustard ketchup on it, whatever, and try to eat it. We messed it up. Now we know not to put it on this amount of time, right? Or we man, forget them hot dogs, they ain't work out in the microwave. We gonna put them in the pot on the stove and boil it. Then we tried doing bread. But the thing about the bread was frozen and we wanted to make a sandwich. So we got 2 pieces of bread that was frozen, right? Put it in the microwave, turned it on, thinking it was gonna unthaw it, but it actually cooked it. And now we got the bread, man, it's coming out all rubbery and stuff like that. We got that Wonder Bread, which was at the time the best bread that was on the market to me. And so we were like, man, this stuff ain't working. So after a while, we ended up understanding how to use the microwave and what it was for, what we could for. We can't cook chicken in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? We can't cook no real meals in the microwave, stuff like that. So we can't do that. All right. So over time, we mastered the art of the microwave. All right. Goes to my partner will come over. They see the microwave. They'll use it, stuff like that. Cool. All right. Over time, I went to my partner's house. Right. They got a microwave now. They microwave a little bit different now. Theirs is more advanced, right? But it didn't have none of the icons on it, right? So they had, their family was over there. They was chilling. My homeboy like, hey man, look at the microwave. But they had that microwave on a tall shelf, and it was when the shelf was tall, right? And you put the microwave on top of us. It's almost at the top of their ceiling. But dude was tall anyway, so he can just reach up there and get it. At the same time, he had younger siblings. So by putting it on top of the shelf, the young kids can't get it and mess it up, right? So he was like, "Hey, Jay, man. Hey, MoonDog, man. Hey, MoonDog, man. You got a microwave?" I'm like, "Oh, man, that's what's up." I'm like, "Y'all microwave look better than ours." He said, "Man, I'm finna cook something." I'm like, "Cool." But he messed up it because he didn't read the directions, right? The instructions. He had his stuff in a metal pie pan, right? Now I read the directions, and I know it said that if you put something metal in there, it's gonna start sparking, and may cause a flame, and it may catch a fire, right? As he was putting it in there, I was like, "All right, cool." Apparently, he didn't read the instructions. Should I tell him not to do it, or should I watch? What do you think I did? Of course, I watched him do it, right? He turned it on, and he left. And I'm just sitting back like, so I step out into like the hallway, right? Into the door. It just sparking. Next thing you know, poof, you hear that poof. And that junk is on fire. He comes back in, and the microwave is literally on fire, man. But at the same time, it's on that shelf, and it's at the top of their ceiling, which means that it's potentially the house can catch on fire. Man, he was irate. He was upset. He kind of, hey man. So now his mama came up in him, and his mama was tall too, and so she was hot. She was fire hot, not fire hot from the fire, but she was upset, right? She started calling him all kind of names. Oh man, it was like she had like a 40-word line of derogatory names. She was calling them, right? And they started like hitting the microwave with a towel, man. They unplugged it, man. And the microwave was kind of melted, man. His food was up in there. It blew up, man. And I just sitting back like, and they had a spot on their ceiling for where the fire had hit it, man. But they were able to put it out, right? And I'm like, "Hey, man, why would you put a tin plate in the microwave?" He said, "Man, a plate is a plate." I'm like, "No, man. In the instructions, it said don't do it, man." And so he looked at me like, "The instructions?" I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't read the instructions. Before you did, I'm thinking to myself, apparently you didn't." Man, his mom was so mad because it was the first day that they had the microwave, man, and he burned it up. Literally, he burned it up. Note to self. Note to anybody else. Before you try to use anything you knew, man, please take the time out to just read the instructions, man. It'll save you a lot of time, money, frustration, and it'll save you that 40-round clip of cuss words and derogatory terms that you're gonna have pointed your way. He was in Mom's doghouse for a minute behind that, man. That microwave, man, the microwave was kind of expensive back then. So with that being said, it really happened, man. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. The end.